Oh stranger, where are you from? We've heard the beating of your drum, and how we run, and how we run. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. You move a muscle and that muscle means dirt. This could be over in a flash. Now fill this bag with cash. Don't want to hear you talking back. Ask no questions and I tell no lies. Keep your hands where I can see them, and I thank you for your time. If you're the feeling I'm believing, you should always have some charm, some pep added in your step to your getaway car. That I keep are jewels I've found in a dreamless sleep. All these secrets that I keep are jewels I've found in a dreamless sleep. All these secrets that I keep are jewels I've found in a dreamless sleep. All these secrets that I keep are jewels I've found in a dreamless sleep. It's the art of the heist. Almost serene until the bullets fly. You could get used to this life. See the villainy be justified.
Generations in me, I've been here for long. They don't understand the level that I'm on. Venerated, I'm immortal, I'm a god. They go on for all, I'm all for one.
Put him in the dirt, crater, choke him till it hurts, Vader. Get what you deserve, failures, now that you're literally meeting your maker. The symbol of evil, I'll leave you an empty shell like a dementor. I'm wiping the smile off your face and I'll laugh like I did to your mentor. Steal all the quirks like it's Ocean 11, crush him like Mr. Compression. Rule from the shadows, a legend, my legacy's living and stays through succession. I'll have to teach you a lesson, I am not staying a fable. To mirror a grim, there's a weapon to murder my brother like Cain and Abel. Looking for a symbol, they have all for one. Heroes are too simple as the awful on. Write the book of history, I'll author one. Big arm, doom fist like I'm all for one. Discovering the truth, but an awful one. Horsemen of the apocalypse, if all for one. Little people try to step out like they're all for one. One for all, nah, call me all for one.
Yeah, generations in me, I've been here for long. They don't understand the level that I'm on. Venerated, I'm immortal, I'm a god. They go on for all, I'm all for one. Generations in me, I've been here for long. They don't understand the level that I'm on.
their power, it course through me. I am God on earth in the force who we stay strapped there on when I pop off. What you gon' do? I am cooking you shrimps and poorer. You ain't got the chin, you cannot endure. I put you in the grave with your girl Shamora. I've been piling up these quirks, just waiting for this moment. See the embers in you burning out, you're fading, and you know it. You're the candles in the winds of change, we're waiting here to blow it. You're a bitch, and I'll be sure that you and all of you ain't shown it. I do not think that you get it. You talk about going beyond, I don't have any limits. Those licenses that you've been given, it isn't worth more than the paper on which it was printed. Been running this since the beginning, without me your quirk wouldn't even exist. The symbol my hit is that when I get done with you, woman, I promise I'm killing your kids, bitch.
Yeah, generations in me, I've been here for long. They don't understand the level that I'm on. Venerated, I'm immortal, I'm a god. They go one for all, I'm all for one. Generations in me, I've been here for long. They don't understand the level that I'm on. Venerated, I'm immortal, I'm a god. They go one for all, I'm all for one.
Breathe, hiding in the shadows, feel the presence in the trees. Bleed, killing in a minute, I'm leaving a wound deep. Mysterious worker, I'm on the run, commit serial murder. You have not heard the secretive murmurs, feeling the steel in your back, pushing further. Cut to the bone, I'm in my zone. How does it feel when you're left all alone? You should have known how this all goes. Taste of my blood, hear the sound of my moans. Feel a little crazy, maybe shaky, mind is hazy as I'm painting you a picture of your last days. You can try and hate me, I'll be waiting. You've been looking lazy lately, now your body starts to decay.
Hear the blood dripping as it's filling up my appetite. Hear the ground shifting when I'm moving in the dead of night. Watch as I'm living, feeling it. Every bit of me is hungry for the pleasure of watching all of you heroes bleed.
I'm not done yet. Watch it trickle just a little when I bloodlet. Make you fall like a sunset. You're just a dumb threat, don't sweat. I'm overwhelmed by your body scent. I'm a master of disguise. Manipulate my body and body of false guys. You're bloodied and paralyzed. Take a look into my eyes. See me grinning cause I'm winning when I take another life. Deadly creatures, sucking leeches. Afraid to leave a stain on your best shirt. Unstable in the brain, I'm insane. You may get hurt. I love the way your flesh caves as it makes way for my fresh blade. Best made, one I recommend. I hear your screams, I love it, so maybe we could be friends.
Hear the blood dripping as it's filling up my appetite. Hear the ground shifting when I'm moving in the dead of night. Watch as I'm living, feeling it. Every bit of me is hungry for the pleasure of watching all of you heroes bleed.
Yeah, I was born with the passion. Now I kill frauds to mask it. Really, it's tragic. Everybody in the whole academy's asking why they're getting their ass kicked. Making it drastic. Running high when you hear the sheet. Then give me blood, I've been feeding the feast. Painting me the villain, but I'm thinking that the beast beneath. I won't stop till they're all deceased.
Got the adrenaline, give them the medicine, paralyzed, hope crush, yeah, a lot of violence. Kill them with a blade of a veteran, hacking and severing anybody fake, quantum drip to the silence. Ain't nobody do it like me, murderous, I'm on a spree. Greedy is all I can see, I'm on the beat. All that I need, heroes get down on our knees. Every time we fight, it always ends the same. Calling on all might to fix the system. You're all too weak and you're all to blame. Fucking shame. Cleanse the people from all the filthy that want the fame. You may not like the method, but you'll remember the name, so don't mess with stain. Yeah.
Bloodlust, I can taste your fate, cause a real hero wouldn't taste this rank. I don't choose wrong, I don't make mistakes, so if you meet me, guaranteed you're shanked. Give a swift lick of the blade tip, make your body break down to a real stiff state. Better act right, I'll drain your veins. Be a hero, but slain by stain. Trip, trip, let me get a quick sip. One lick and I said you want a sick trip. Justice I'll serve with a tongue twist. You'll be done quick, unnerved from the numbness. Heroes now, they don't have substance. Toughness for a buck, no compass. All I need's one cut and you're forfeit. Any movement, corpses, rigor mortis. Gorgeous when you leak like this. You can see a real man when he's in a crisis. All these fake heroes feeling righteous, fall silent when they see the real violence. Wanted to be you when I saw the truth. Try to sell fake dreams to all the youth. Try to push all might like the rest all right. When the rest all talk, really all no bite. So I'll murder every single last one. An assassin, no compassion. Fasten for the action and the fraction of the good ones. Pass them. I don't murder real heroes, it's the bad ones. Better think twice when you get the invite. Are you gonna live right or will I give you this knife? I'm the boogeyman, ghost in these wretched brats. Live by the code or you'll die a rat. Bloodlust, I can taste your fate, cause a real hero wouldn't taste this rank. I don't choose wrong, I don't make mistakes, so if you meet me, guaranteed you're shanked. Give a swift lick of the blade tip, make your body break down to a real stiff state. Better act right, I'll drain your veins. Be a hero, but slain by stain. Bloodlust, I can taste your fate, cause a real hero wouldn't taste this rank. I don't choose wrong, I don't make mistakes, so if you meet me, guaranteed you're shanked. Give a swift lick of the blade tip, make your body break down to a real stiff state. Better act right, I'll drain your veins. Be a hero, but slain by stain.
Came to battle with the masses, crumble, turn them to ashes. Not gonna have a chance if your class is this passive. We're massive. I'm bringing the league into victory, placing fingers individually. 1, 2, 3, watching me pinky make history. Live with these injuries, shatter like glasses. I'm redefining this era. My plan is in motion, it's almost done. My presence will fill you with terror. Inherited power from all for one. I can do this all night. Pick apart the pathetic cult that worships all might. This is what I had to be held onto by my family. Tactician on a mission, you cannot beat all my strategies. Killing and bringing the casualty, the weight in my heart causing agony. Displaying a brain that's amazing, decaying insane, cause I'm making a world for catastrophe.
Kurogiri, I'm getting really excited. Who's the villain that's kinda tricky to fight with? Disappear, put the fear inside and I like it. In the dark, I can see you nearing the light switch. Certain you're hurting, we're turning your world so uncertain with teleportation. If you find anyone killing the veterans, better I'll need a citation. I ain't just playing the role of a villain, I seriously end up big nanny. Passing it over, I'm hoping you're joking them before you burn him up, dad.
Yeah, the illest villain is superstar. I've been taking expectations, shooting them through the bar. Watch me murder every single hero, you see the scars. Incinerating corpses into portions to keep them jarred. Won't make it far. Ain't nobody do it like me. I can make a Bakugo flame cold as icy. Got the league right beside me. Might slap Midoriya if he keeps acting feisty. I'm a monster, you imposters are preposterous. Stay anonymous, torching everybody, it's the hobby. Murderous a job, should've never stepped in Derby. Yeah.
Pulling in my mask on the Titans, just put a bullet in your back, see your life in a flash. Got the gas on tap, I can map your path. Think you're better than me cause you're in a UA class. It's mustard but not the colonel. Shots be popping off like a kernel. I am sure Vex, this vortex will be the cause of your death.
Look, I'm handing out a summary. Got a team of 2, a double team. Have you ever met the other me? Got a secret and I'm keeping it underneath. You'll let I'm one of a kind. Yeah, you're facing your demise. Come on, anybody try. Killing myself many times. I've got them demons that I've been dealing with inside. Yeah, I get it, though a minute. Gotta show them what they're missing. I don't don't even know the mission, but lately I feel like I'm somebody different. So here I go throwing the dice. I am here to change your life and maybe give out some advice. I'm only doing what is right, so if I'm giving you a chance, you know I ain't giving it twice.
Bloodthirsty, I just came to further cause damage. Muscle fibers so outrageous that my skin can't manage to contain all the power that my body will produce. I'm sadistic, watch me walk into this camp and kill the youth. I'll put you in predicaments, smashing right through your ligaments. These little kids are ignorant of violence in the hero biz. I'm lacking all compassion, you won't see me caught caring. Mercilessly killing heroes, watch me body bag parents.
You're messing with a psychotic in bondage. No test that God, it was chomping on all of your flesh if it's spotted. You won't survive in this carnage. Sharp teeth will slice through fucking all of your bodies. Caustic when I kill off the lesser race in this story.
Feel the knife dig deeper in your spine. Feels nice when I take another life. Do or die, love the rush of doing crimes. Nice try, you can run, but now you're mine. Slicing, I'm cutting you down, looking nobody's around. Love when you're making sounds, bleeding all over the ground. Never be found, pretty pathetic, you face your demise. With your blood ingested, I perfected my disguise. Call me Toker, hear my name, and then it's over. Not maintaining my composure when the smell is drawing closer. Killing is thrilling, I'm spilling, we're bringing a chilling end. Appetite filling, I'm willing to bend, so let us be friends.
What was Stain do? Yeah, I'm slaying in his name too. Call me Spinner, the killer for Stain with the same view. And the sword looking like a thorn of games glued together. Stain's dream came true, cause my blade is used to sever all these fake dudes. Claiming who's a hero when they told me I'm a strange mutant. I was shameful, till I heard his message. You could say I am the echo, cause these heroes saving nothing better. Switch it to this gecko when I maim you.
Your body, I can magnetize, and by your gender, you're polarized. Having this much fun should be labeled as a crime, but I gotta do right by the hero killer's eyes. You claim to be a hero, that's something you'll never be. How to join the league, now I'm finally free, so kitty kitty come play with me. Gotta rid the world of this hero hierarchy.
Step right up, gonna show you something riveting. Quite a little trick, the excitement has me shivering. With a little misdirection, I'm performing marvels. Leave you startled when you see I've turned your squad into some marbles. Throw your whole academy into my jacket pocket, walk it right into a warp gate, take it off and drop it. Might not be as threatening as all the other villains, but the others who were trapped, they were begging me to kill them.
How many y'all wanna test me when I'm in the brawl? But fight my dogs, I can tell that you was about to fall. Look at the brave, need to behave behind the drywalls. You don't wanna be catching my way, you just might dissolve. All for one and one for none, so better go out, get bigger guns. All might better go get your son, the young dad ain't gonna be no fun. But hip will put a smile on my devilish kind demeanor. But I'm enraged, training your with power like a Caesar. It was according to plan, League of the Villains is running Japan. Even if I was right in the can, Sugar Rocket still running the clan. Looking at me like I'm sick, I'm just pleading the fifth. But imagine myself with your neck in my whip and just squeeze my grip.
Mess with the Yonko, going gung-ho. When we battle then I finish you in one blow. More godly than long nose, your worst thoughts I've done those. Cause darkness is infinite, killing it, I do not care about innocence. I started wars with the dead on the floor, it's all part of my cause to be infamous. We are too different. Broken the worst out of prison, these killers are now on my bankroll. I've murdered for powers and nobody stopping me, leaving them all in a black hole. No backbone, you cowards ain't nothing, I made the globe quake. I'ma leave your dreams dead, Luffy, like your bro Ace.
One finger on the throat, now they choke you for air. Heroes are a joke to me, hope isn't there. Replay what we say, we're done, fight it fair. DK like DK, my company's rare. Yeah, I brought a team with me, fear in the league. Is he really just fiendishly evil? Believe what you'll hear with defeat in me, please. You're deceived, I believe in the hero deceased.
The world, though! Timing not to me, pleasant like a movie. It's your life and losing when the guns are shooting. You're approaching me, bluffing, not consuming. Everything you're stupidly doing and pursuing deals, proving to be useless. The sun has just set, I am set from the dead, and nobody is sick, cause I'll stab in the back and then in your chest. See your hero fall. With Jojo's arrest with my cronies who know me, I stand on the world causing death under you and your loved one with no recompense. Like it's mesothelioma. Transcending humanity, taking sanity in seconds or less. When you said that these other villains were the best, ha! You know, call no deal, da!
I've been fighting through pain and strife, so it's likely I might lose it. Know that my dogs have you in their sight, they pry that eye of Anubis. Don't dare mock with those rare hunters, they tear numbers from life pools. Rock and vaporize and smoke, you know it's not that type of jewel. Can't harm Marek, I'm barbaric, my mind's twisted like the card back as I'm dark magic. He's a fast banish to the shadow realm while I laugh at him. Didn't fare so well when the pharaoh fell, sorry that I went and took my sender off. But she said I was 1,000 times better than you getting a millennium rod.
I take your planet, make it my country. Bow down and love me, you filthy monkey. I make them panic, there's none above me. Bow down and love me,
This ain't even my final form. Yo, it's a golden one, it's overdone. So let it go, cause I'm colder than frozen sun. Get my point with a death ball or death beam. And destroying my best form, the rest scream. Lord Freeze, I'm winning. The great villain. I say chillin', I can just kill Krillin. Make a worm stop living in your world. Go missing in this rhythm and explode in about 5 minutes.
I started off so cold, couldn't fight the hunger, my soul hadn't grown whole. Want the taste, I know. Give me all the power and control that you roll. If you want me, you can find me playing Gungi. Used to think that there was no one left that was above me. Evolution of the mind is proving that you might be something. So I'll spend my final minutes holding on to what I love. There's no recovery, yeah.
Formerly human, but now I've turned to a demon. I've turned your hair red like Oramas, but you gonna be bleeding. You don't want beef that's a vegan. They mute, you shouldn't be speaking. Like a Kanye album, when I'm done, you're gonna be leaking. You shooting finger guns, no, this ain't no Xbox Connect. I'll jack you up like Ethernet, that's how my fist will connect. Coronavirus, if I'm out, you better stay inside your house. Imagine what I'll do to you if I kill my potential spouse.
Lord Eisen, on top, that's what I see. But your girl, she can call me Soulscape. Your in is what I sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Bears the Torch Under the Shroud. I am your host, Trash King Arisen. Someone wants to fight John Twitch to the death right now because holy shit, the delay was so real and there was nothing I could do about it. Mod chat. What's going on, Cheru? After fighting John Twitch, I have won. The Shadow Weasels could not kill me, and therefore, welcome to Under the Shroud. The first thing I want to announce is that we have one more thing to show. Hold on. So the first thing I want to announce is that we have one more thing to show everyone. Krista, would you like me to show it on screen before you do the thing?
Oh, absolutely. I've got a Twitter post already just waiting to send the word.
Awesome. Let me just hit him with one of these.
I just need all the people here and the Under the Shroud crew to be watching your stream. Why'd you gotta put it... Oh, you wouldn't show the actual picture?
Nah.
Fuck you.
I love that.
Oh, that is so good.
So
Yumi is adorable.
Yeah, I had to put Yumi in that outfit for reasons.
It's so cute. I love it.
Hasn't made a noise, a guttural noise in response to it and hurt himself.
So...
Wes, of course you drive. It's your car. You're the mob boss. You're the one in charge. It's your car.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gotta be Earl's car.
And then I will post this here so y'all can save a copy for yourselves.
I'm so happy. Yumi's so cute. You always make her so cute.
It's because she's adorable. But yeah, I'm really happy with how everybody came out. So we got Flyboy Lux, Togo looking like he just shot somebody. You can't see it because of the overlay thing on top of the image, but there's like blood on that pipe.
Oh, I see it.
See it.
And there's a secret character in there if you can find them.
Oh, don't worry. I found them.
I see.
Yeah.
Those who know, know.
This is a picture of 7 people, after all.
Oh, no, I meant, yep, Bloody found them.
Uh-huh. Wes says, don't worry, I can see Koyo.
So
Poor Haza. Poor Haza.
Koyo, Jesus Christ, he's here, man.
Haza is suffering to be here for this, and y'all are just being mean to him.
I can't believe
He sent a frowny face in chat.
Aww, y'all mean to our boy.
I would never be mean to our boy.
That's a fucking lie.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Can't be mean to Haza. Can't be mean to Koyo. Have to be mean to me.
Why would we be mean to you?
Literally only 50% of the people besides you don't like you at the moment.
Everybody hates Seoy.
No, they
Oh my
aren't gonna
God.
beat you within an inch of your life, I swear to God. Everybody's waiting for Koyo's heel, like his heel turn.
Also, I want to thank Tard for gifting a sub to Colonel Cheru.
Hi, Cheru.
Cheru!
And I want everyone to know that if you're not in Cheru's stream on Friday for the re-debut, I'm gonna have to set you on fire. I have the means to do it. Don't fuck with me.
I have a doctor's appointment and then D&D, so go ahead and set me on fire now.
I mean, okay, you have an actual doctor's note, so I guess you're safe. You have a legitimate doctor's note.
Does that mean I need to be set on fire because I have plans Friday?
Yes.
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 But for everybody, all the lovely viewers, if you're in Sean's Discord, you can get a good look at that Mafia style Under the Shroud crew. It's in BOTT fan art now.
So yeah, there is no excuse. If you show up, you might see some people who you like. I might be there. And I mean, that might make you not want to go, but listen.
I thought you said people we like.
I was gonna say, listen.
Damn, I can't believe Lux is gonna catch on fire today.
I can't believe he's gonna get held down and have a microphone, have a magnifying glass under the sun, under his wings.
I was going with the bit.
No.
And I'm just gonna burn a bit of your wings.
No.
Crom chim off.
Extra protein.
The villain mug zapper.
No, Amanda, I have not done the thing.
And also, this is a threat. If you want to put Poyo in Cheru's chat, there is a $10 fine now. I'm enforcing it. I don't care if Cheru's not. I will enforce it. Orenji, my boy Yuli with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for the prime sub.
Oh, fuck. Speaking of Poyo, Cheru!
No.
You know what?
Go on with your thing. I need to talk to Cheru real quick.
I'm so scared now.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's nothing bad. Don't worry about it.
I don't get to do the bit this week, but you know what? Fuck it, I'll show this anyway. So, Lux has a hero costume now.
Oh, fuck!
Sean, you can go ahead and show that off.
Holy shit!
Oh!
Of course you went with camo, you fucking
Also-
knife-wielding
No,
maniac.
that was Manda.
Of
Okay,
course you went with
but-
camo, you knife-wielding maniac.
Yeah, also, fuck you. I'm not drawing him in that. Are you kidding me? I will never.
That's his hero attire.
It's a good thing that's his hero costume and not his uniform.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Amanda, you did a good job.
Yeah.
Tark is that Master Chief 7'9" looking ass.
And, I'm just gonna stick the, image I gave Amanda for, reference. In our group chat.
Oh, what did you use for reference?
God, I don't know.
Oh my, I hate you.
Yeah, I figured. I went, that design looks.
Red Hood from Batman.
Mako, I love you. I just want you to know that.
I mean, hey, it's not any better than the reference I gave her.
Yeah, but you gave her a picture of Jeff's hero suit.
Tart fucking came out of the woodwork and said, fuck you, Mako.
That's the ref I gave her.
The Punisher, yeah.
Oh, God, okay.
I'm gonna go throw, the Lux hero art in the fan art section.
Jesus.
I commissioned that almost 2 months ago. I was so happy to see it finally finished.
So, shall we?
Yeah.
Into the fray, but hold on.
By the way, Sean, I'm doing my 1d50 table at the moment, and I'll send it to you to check it over, okay?
Absolutely. Tart was giving you more fucking... Tart was giving you more credit than you were worth, apparently, Mako.
Yeah.
I will not drink another energy drink.
No.
Cannot. No.
So should I just tell y'all what his hero name is now?
No.
Go for it.
I'm ready for the flack I'm gonna get for this. It's Mothman.
Are you fucking kidding
No.
I knew it was gonna be Mothman from the start. Tart, I love you.
Alright, so all of a sudden, due to things out of my control, we need someone to replace the moth?
Can we adopt Fang for the night crew?
Put Manda on both shows.
Fang just never sleeps.
You're good, man. I didn't give you a time limit, so it was a when it gets done, it's done.
Can't believe Lux got crunched.
I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Sean, I just realized going through this table again one by one, there's like 4 different things that involve making a copy of people.
No.
We need to like readdress this table. No, there really is. We need to readdress this table at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Why are you here? Stop that. Go away.
Oh, what's going on?
Why are you there? Stop that.
Why is who anywhere?
Hold on. Hold on, I need to see a DM real quick. I need to send a DM real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
No. No. Away with you.
We got other problems to deal with.
Did you pick Mothman because it comes with its own fucking theme song?
Nah.
Mothman. There's
You
no
picked
need
Mothman
to
because he likes the fucking.
Fallout
thing.
76.
No. That's not why. It was going more with the Batman connection from the hero suit.
So, Sean, are we ready?
I think so. What's wrong? What's wrong, Nero? You seem to have been panicked for a moment.
I am panicked.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
And I wonder why.
Because there's somebody in there. Well, let's just start. Christ.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
Okay, here you go, Sean. I'm sending this to you now.
Okie dokie,
It
neighborina.
looks like Noriko is going to abscond with your tip jar.
Yeah. She's gonna rob me.
Norka's over here like Jartaroki is mine now.
The crime rate is up in Syracuse, so.
What do you mean? You leave my current home alone. There is no war here.
Sean, what do you think of this?
Noriko is a villain all along. I mean, congrats. This is now my debut as a villain. I'm sorry it came to this.
Man, it's a shame we have your ultimate weakness, a knife.
Interesting.
I heard Noriko stole 40 cakes.
The evilest of all.
And that's a shame.
It's as many as 4 10s, and that's bad. Alright. Fucking Christ.
Yes, please.
Everyone introduce yourselves. We'll start with the man with no throat.
Hazard is my name. Ow.
Where's your throat? Tell us about it. All about it.
I threw it into space because it bothered me.
Alright, but tell what else? How's the ice cream you've been eating?
Good.
How's the ice?
It's good.
How many dicks have you sucked since being free, now that your throat is no longer absconded?
More than I probably should have.
There's no obstructions, how do you feel?
Free.
How painful is the conversation we're having?
Very.
Tell me about it.
Also had his tonsils removed, and yet
Yes.
somehow he soldiers on.
To be fair, it's not as bad as yesterday, so...
Were you awake for it?
No.
What did you dream about?
Huh?
Why would you
What-
wait for it?
What did you dream about while you were having surgery?
Nothing, I just woke up.
Hang on, Sean, you don't dream while you're under anesthesia.
Shush, I'm trying to make him keep talking.
Sean, I just want you to know that I am not going to be able to go past 1 a.m. at this rate. I am getting very tired.
Look, when I inevitably go to New York, I'm going to beat Sean up even more for this conversation.
So who do you play?
Koyo.
Thank you. Alright, you can lay down now. Mako, your go.
I am Mako. I play the Mothman Lux.
Alright, so Hazza, who do you play?
No.
Nero, go. Nero, go.
No. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nero. I play COA.
Krista?
I'm Spoiled Chestnut. I play Noriko Gumi.
And Buev.
Sour Slimes, I play Yumi Ogami.
Alright. Now, let me actually put on our music to go on with the day, because we have a different start than normal.
Haza.
Now, for everyone else, their day had gone on without a hitch. a normal school day, about a week or so after the events of what went on in the woods by the cabin where it all began. The students involved on edge since their run-in with Wraith. No one knowing where the villain might strike next. But for one student, something much more pressing held his attention. Suyoi Akio skipped school that day under the supervision of the number one hero, Deku. As they stood before the massive steel doors of Tartarus. Together, the two of them walked in, a hand on Suyoi's back, as Suyoi was forced to walk ahead. Deku, not looking down at the red-haired student, just keeping his eyes straight, his posture unbent, as they walked down familiar corridors. And they went down familiar staircases before standing outside a very familiar cell. With a gentle nudge, Deku pushed Suyoi forward to speak to the man inside.
All right, Sean, so here we are. We are in the hallway outside of the room Suyoi spent a week in. I assume we're looking at it through like the glass door.
Mm-hmm. The big glass wall, basically.
How's my dear uncle looking? How's he doing?
He looks unbothered, like this has just been another day. But he's on the far side of the room, about as far away from you as he could possibly be, just sitting there, legs crossed, looking down between his legs, as if meditating.
Suyoi is going to kind of look up at Deku, like contemplating what he's going to do, and he just kind of like looks at the wall and looks at Stain. Hey, I need to talk to you.
And there was just silence.
There's a pause from Suyoi as he like kind of slumps his head against the glass wall. It's not as Juggernaut. It's not as Iron Fist. I need to talk to you, Suyoi. Uncle Chizome, can we talk?
And Stain would sit there, passively.
Kinda puts a hand on the glass. It's about Mom. Dear Sean, is there a response from our lovely uncle?
Oh my god, none of my hotkeys are working. At the mention of it being about your mother, you can see his head lift just a little bit. He's not looking at you, but you've absolutely gotten his attention.
And Suyoi kind of looks at him. There's a pause as he's like choking up a bit. She's gone, and Dad's not here, and I didn't know about it until I got the letter, but you're all I have. So they gave guardianship over to you. You need to sign it over to somebody. I know they're not stupid enough to give you a pen. That'd be kind of stupid. But I think, and he looks up at Deku. It's okay if he just says it, right?
And Deku would look down at Suyoi, and slowly he would just kind of shake his head. Suyoi, we need it in writing. It's the only way the government will listen.
Fuck.
And Deku's gonna take the piece of paper and slide it through like where the food trays would go through. And then you'd hear a very low voice of a very tired man. Not the conviction or the menace that Stain had. This was the more human side of the hero killer. And I get to put who I want as your guardian.
Yeah. Just as long as it's not, anybody. Yeah.
And the thin hero killer who age has not been kind to stood up. And as he approached, you can see that he's dropped considerable weight. But you do see trays of discarded food in the corners. He's just not been eating. As he grabs the paper and he looks at Suyoi. And for a moment, Suyoi, you can almost see a familiar smile from an uncle who wasn't known as a psychopath. And then he would bring his hand up to his mouth and he would press it into his canines as a trickle of blood began to leave his fingers, as he quickly wrote something on the paper and then signed it using his blood. And he would slide it back through and go back to where he was sitting. There. That should take care of that problem. The hero killer seemed to almost recede into himself as he sat down. As Deku would reach down and take the paper, looking it over, unsure of, well, the sanitary conditions of, a paper signed in blood and the implications that came with it. Before he looks at it and looks back at Stain, just asks, "Are you sure about this?" And silently Stain would nod, as he seemed to be done with the conversation and simply recede and not give in to any more questioning or conversations from the two of them. Well, I guess that's what we came for. Come on, Suyoi, let's get you back to the school.
There's a pause. Because yeah, Suyoi came here for legal reasons, that's right. You know, technically a mass serial killer's my guardian, or was. There's something a lot more important for why we're here. And Suyoi kind of like splays a hand on the glass and shakes his head a little. She's not here, so I need to ask you. Something happened to me, and I don't know what it's doing to me, and I can't stop. Is this what it's like? I can smell everybody here. And how do I make it stop? I'm so thirsty. I don't want to hurt anybody. But it's... Shizome, how do I stop being so thirsty?
And Shizome, the hero killer known as Stain, would look up, and for the first time, Suyoi, your eyes would meet. And he would stand up again, make his way over, pressing his hand over yours on the glass. I wish I could give you an answer. All I did was distract myself with more important things until I ended up in here. Just take that thirst and put it towards something that means more to you, no matter what it is. And soon, they'll be linked together. Whether it's a thirst for blood or a thirst for justice, or a thirst for change. One will sate the other. And Suyoi, since you've seen him, you know he's been dropping weight and that he hasn't been taking care of himself in his cell. And you're starting to see it when his hand is pressed against the glass that he is downright skeletal at this point. But you should be fine. I gave you the best guardian that someone could ask for in this corrupt world of heroes.
You're not leaving this time, are you?
Not unless I have a reason.
Guess this is fine then.
And that scene's gonna cut there, actually, because we don't want to reveal anything too big right now.
Yes. Now give me a minute. I need to go grab some tissue.
Oh, big baby.
I have to
Good
blow
shit,
my
though,
nose
Nero.
because forcing myself to cry hurts, and I'm gonna have a headache now.
It's okay. We're all suffering for our craft tonight. It's fine.
Big Moth, Metal Gear.
Fuck off.
Yes, Sean.
Hey, so what's
Colonel.
everybody else doing?
They call me Big Moth.
Sean.
I'm back.
Fight.
I was making
brought this upon himself.
I was.
He knew what he was doing when he made this character.
Oh, Jonathan, what were you doing?
I'm waiting for Nero to come back from rubbing his face raw.
I'm back.
Because we're not done with Suyoi yet.
Okay.
That's why I needed him to be okay.
I'm good. I'm good. We're good. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do the thing. Oh.
Back at the dorms of UA. The bell had rung, and the day was over. The school day, at least. About 4 o'clock. Everyone had gone their separate ways to be teenagers. The weather was getting better. People were playing sports on the yards, training on the outdoor grounds. People could be seen linking up with significant others. But Suyoi wasn't feeling very sociable as he made his way back to his dorm room, where the door was already open a crack. What is Suyoi gonna do?
Well, the door is open a crack, and that's not exactly normal. So Suyoi is going to very slowly open the door and look inside.
Suyoi, upon entering the room, it might be neater than you have ever seen it. It looks like you personally have never lived there with how clean it is. Things are folded. Pictures are straight. Hell, the wood floor was mopped and sparkling. But the biggest thing that seemed out of the ordinary was the bed. The bed was made. Everything tucked neatly in. Pillows had cases on it. Bed sheets freshly washed, and on the sheet was a folded piece of paper. Unlike the last letter you received, this one wasn't in an envelope, nor was it sealed or signed. It was neatly folded and neatly left there with purpose. And while Suyoi is to do that, what's everyone else doing with their lovely day? Let's talk about how great you guys are as students. Let's start with Krista. Noriko, what is Noriko doing?
Noriko is taking care of class rep duties. I assume the class would have had to fill out like, what are your plans for over the summer kind of bullshit, and is taking those stacks of papers to the office.
Okay. What is Koyo doing?
Koyo wants to try to apply for a summer internship with Bakugo.
Okay.
And that's, yeah.
What is Yumi doing?
What day of the week is this?
Like a Thursday?
She's in her room sewing a costume for Nibbles.
Yes. And what is Lux doing?
Lux is what is Lux doing? I'm gonna think for a second.
Moth things.
Nah, he's working on the design for his hero suit that he's going to send off to Togo.
Lux can be seen in his humor just going, Metal Gear.
Listen, I did that bit several months ago.
Also, Sean,
Steel
that's not fair.
Cog.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not called Metal Gear in this universe.
Ottercon.
Ottercon, shut the fuck up.
I did that several months ago with the Solid Snake cosplay
It's almost like
for Lux.
it's a reference to the bullshit that you did.
I'm gonna drown myself in the pool.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna turn off your
It's
legs
not
first.
buoy.
I'm gonna cuck Ottercon. So...
Alright.
Nero, would you say Suyoi would send a text out to people saying that they gotta talk?
Yeah. Everybody's going to get a text message. It's just going to be a single word. Roof.
When Yumi gets that message, she's gonna text Koyo and ask if he's going.
For once, it isn't full of like silly shit. It's just one word, so I guess Koyo's gonna think it's serious and say we should go.
Okay, Yumi will go, Koyo goes.
Best friends.
What about Lux?
Lux is going to go because Suyoi being brief is concerning.
Lux making his hero planning his hero costume sees roof. He responds floor.
Are we not just naming parts of a building?
Tell me Mako wouldn't do that.
I absolutely would.
Got you.
Knowing how verbose his best friend is.
Verbose? He just swears!
You know, uses lots of words.
Increasingly verbose. Individual who goes by the street moniker of X.
Next is, what is Noriko gonna do?
Assuming Noriko has dropped off the paperwork, she'd head to the roof.
Okay. Everyone heads up to the roof, and the scene on the roof is a bit different than last time. Tsuyoi has done some renovations to his rooftop hangout. So you don't explain what they see nowadays. Ever since
What's this happened?
So now the rooftop was pretty nice before, right? You know, the nice little standing grill and everything. The previous grill that was there before is now strung up to the wall by chains. It is bolted onto the wall, and it just has a sign that says "Punished Grill, Cursed." There is a newer, fancier grill underneath it, with a placard on it that just says "Not Cursed." The pool is the same. The atmosphere is wildly different, however. This was not a text to come for happy fun time rooftop burgers. This is like you're getting a shotgun talk at like this juncture. Suyoi looks devastated. Like a shell of a man. He has very visibly been crying. He's cried a lot today. But he is just waiting for everybody to get there.
Eventually, they all show up, and I'm assuming y'all can feel the atmosphere is wildly different.
Yumi wants to leave.
Lux, on noticing Suyoi's state, would go and hug him.
Hold on. What time of day is it, Mr. I can't deal with the sun?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Oh my god! Fuck you!
I was waiting for that.
You tend to go out in the middle of the day a lot with no repercussions.
Oh, Lux, roll me a wisdom save.
Wait, why is that on disadvantage?
Oh, that 5 looks real nice.
Never changed it. Hate you.
Lovely. Lovely.
Listen, you can't give your character a flaw like that and not expect to see it occasionally.
Oh, wait, there was something I was reminded of. Didn't Lux get some kind of boost against that from the shit with Hatsume?
Is that what you trained for?
Warren, Sean said Lux had some kind of connection with May and the sun.
She makes your
Am
brain
I
hurt.
wrong on that?
I don't know. Did you write it down?
Tart says Lux did do testing against bright light with May.
Yep. But a 5 still fails. You know, a 5 still fails.
Yeah.
Sean, check your DMs.
Does he have advantage? He got advantage on sun rolls because May tortured him, says Manda.
That, you know what? I think I did say that. Okay, so that 19 would be yours then.
Alright.
Alright, so you pass, you fucking
safe
lucky
for now.
bastard.
Lucky.
So you go to hug Suyoi, but the call of the Forbidden Lamp is strong, but you're able to be like, no, friend needs. Son can wait.
Brother need help.
Brother.
Brother.
Need brother to help get to Forbidden Lamp.
Listen, there's a reason why Lux is going to be a nighttime hero. And that's the reason.
He literally needs to be a nighttime
So, Suyoi doesn't really, return the hug. He just kind of, there's a deep sigh, and he kind of just shrugs Lux off.
You okay, bud?
We need to go out and look for somebody.
What are
Who?
you talking about?
Sabrina left.
Noriko will look around and notice that that Sabrina is not camouflaged, but is in fact gone. Oh no. Is this like what happened with Yumi? Is it some villain or something?
No. She left me a letter. She's gone. But I can't. We gotta find her and see if we can convince her to stay, but I don't know. I think she's just gone.
What does the letter say, Seely?
And Suyoi will kind of shuffle his foot a bit in the roof of the dorm. She went on the run again because people have caught up with her, so she's leaving to keep all of us safe.
Noriko will frown at hearing that. She's not going to be safer out on her own. Especially not with what happened the other night.
Sean, check your DMs real
Yep.
quick. Mm-hmm. And Suyoi gets a sort of a look on his face, and he goes, she mentioned something in her letter about some option Deku had mentioned, but didn't say anything specifics wise. Just that she was leaving, but I can't. We need to see if we can find her first. Will you guys help me?
You really need to ask me that question.
Really, Sierra, it's like you forgot that we're a team.
Yumi looks at Koyo.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, 5,
Five.
6,
You'd
7.
rather hear me grossly spit up live on mic. It's your thing. Don't. Koyo will look at Yumi, kind of give him a nod, and go, "Yeah, we'll help too."
I just choked on food and spit water all over myself.
I mean, you can't see what you're doing, Sean.
I know!
So.
The shadows are cursing me!
Take it easy!
No, I'm choking!
Are you choking for real, or are you?
Yes, real!
Okay, I don't believe you. I think it's a bit.
Irish.
Nah.
Oh.
Jackson, you deserve for punishing us.
Punish Tassa. Cursed.
Sean can't die because Sean says when he dies he's gonna give the show over to the Silver Devil, and we can't have that.
It's true. If I die, I'm giving it to Bob, and Bob can do whatever he wants to the parties.
No.
Bye-bye in that case.
That's when we all become villains.
It's a good thing I have a friend who's trained in resuscitation and necromancy, who lives only an hour away from you.
Okay. So, Koyo says that he will do it. Well, they will do it. So what does Yumi say to that?
Yumi won't say anything, but she'll, nod.
She'll not say anything.
I said she's not going to say anything, but she'll nod.
Okay. So, there you go. See, I take it.
Is Nibbles gonna help too?
Nibbles will come too. Nibbles is like on Yumi's shoulders, like in her hood.
Thank you, Nibbles. Thank you. Thanks, Koyo.
I was about to say, above game, just wow.
Well, I was gonna forget Koyo.
The director's cut. Thank you, Noriko. Thank you, Nibbles. Thank you, Yumi. Thank you, Lux. All right, guys, let's go find Sabrina. That's the Schneider cut.
No, the Schneider cut is the scene goes on for another 3.5 hours and we all die.
Thank you, Silver Devil. Thank you, Ink Demon.
Thanks, Bob Ross.
Nero, you forgot all the slow-mo shots.
Thank you. Alright, so I suppose we should all go grab our gear.
I mean, if we're just looking for it, do we need it?
I mean, that's fair. Sean, what time of day is it, Sean?
It's at 4 to 4:30.
Alright. We don't exactly need our gear to go look in town.
Yeah.
So I suppose let's go do some looking. What are we rolling, Jonathan?
So, what, you're gonna start looking around the campus first, or are you gonna head into town?
We'll look around the campus first, I guess.
Right. Investigations.
That is an at 20.
That is a 12.
13.
Yumi's not paying attention that hard.
Yumi's not trying that hard.
For some reason, disadvantage was hit, but my first roll was a 23, not 20.
2 nat 20s.
Okay.
Let's
Dude,
go.
Nat 20s, good God.
Oh, Koyo really does care.
I never said I hated Sabrina as much as Suyoi, so.
Wait. The way you phrase it, I never hated Sabrina as much as Suyoi hated Sabrina. That's how that sounded to me.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Everybody hates Suyoi. It's fine.
No,
I don't hate Suyoi.
Literally only 50% of this group besides you. Nibbles doesn't hate you either. He's neutral. He's a ferret.
Not true. Seoi fed Nibbles strawberries.
Yeah, but Nibbles is Yumi's pet.
True.
And Yumi speaks for him. So
literally,
like me either.
literally, Yumi will pick up Nibbles and speak in a voice as she plays with
yeah.
paws.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we have rolled for the campus.
So, the Nat 20s end up in the same place, seeing a single set of lizard-like footprints heading through Ares Forest towards the very familiar Busted Gate. Or Busted Fence, sorry.
Should we tell Togo to check the cameras? Is there a point?
No.
Well, that comes down to if Lux and Koyo tell the rest of y'all what they found.
Lux would fire off a text to everybody else. We found it. Or something, anyway.
Alright.
Koya's there too, right?
Yeah.
Yumi's just with Koya.
So the rest of us who didn't get nat 20s, do we find anything that might help with the investigation elsewhere? Like,
No. Sabrina was very good at not wanting to be followed.
got it. Then Nordica will just text back, "Where are you?"
And Lux will respond, entrance to Ares Forest. Found tracks.
Nordica makes the face that Deku does in that one meme that Nero likes to use as she looks at her phone, and then just makes off towards Ares Forest.
That was so specific.
It's that image if you want to pull that up on the stream chat.
I was waiting for you to throw it in there.
It is one of my favorite memes. It is so good.
You know what? You know. This is all I need to put in response for COI. Here you go.
No, I
COI,
hate that.
COI will make his way there. Thank you, Aggie.
Hey, the most horrifying thing about that is the fact that he's looking straight at you with his phone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aggie.
Oh God.
All right, so we meet up at the
forest.
At the forest. Now that we have a general location, can we call Togo or no?
No, Togo's having a real rough one over on the other end of town right now.
That's fair. No?
He's currently in a house being raided.
FBI, open up! Or whatever the Japanese equivalent to the FBI is. JSTF, open up!
Hold that one, Nero, goddammit.
NCIS, open up! So, what do you guys want to do? You guys,
What direction do the tracks go in?
They go towards the busted fence, but you see they first stop at two very familiar graves. Well, one grave is familiar, and the other one looks much fresher.
We were there after.
I was just saying we were there after
Yeah.
we buried him. They're both familiar.
Yeah, but he was in the middle of burying when you guys got there the first time.
Who's the other one? Oh, right.
Mirio!
Yeah.
It's fucking Lemillion.
I forgot that Ari was there too.
It's okay. Everyone seems to have forgotten.
It was more traumatic.
People seem to have forgotten that Ares' grave is in Ares Forest.
To be fair, every time you say it, in my head, I see this. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, that checks out.
Fair.
Oh, I just dropped my tequila.
Your tequila? Why are you drinking right now?
I'm not drinking, it's closed. It's just on my floor. I'll start drinking, don't fuck with me.
Alright, Sean, you, me, drink off right now.
No. If you guys start drinking, I'm leaving.
I'm out as well.
That's fair.
So what do you guys want to do?
I would like to state, unrelated, this is not alcohol. I'm opening a can of Sprite. I'm willing to take a picture of what I have in my hands.
I trust you.
Yeah, but Mako doesn't.
No, hold on now. First off, fuck you for that insult. Second off, fuck you for drinking a Coke product.
All right, hold on. I'm also opening something that's not alcohol because I don't drink canned alcohol.
All right. I'm going to go through the hole in the fence and head on out.
Is there a way to see how fresh the tracks are?
Yes, what do we roll to check? Would that be in nature?
That'd be a nature check.
Can
Nature
confirm
check,
Leo
yes.
has Sprit.
That is fine. These sure are tracks.
This floor sure does look like floor.
An 11.
I got a 10.
What are we rolling? Hang on.
Nature check.
Nature checks.
I wonder what I'm drinking.
Christ, Sean! I thought my desk was bad.
Wow.
Considering it's established that Yumi isn't looking, I'm not gonna roll a nature check. Yumi's just not gonna look.
That was from last night, I'll be honest.
Well, what about Nibbles?
Nibbles is a ferret.
Yeah, so he would have advantage on checks regarding nature.
He is nature.
Yeah, he's not looking though.
He's a force of nature, and brother,
He's
hurts people.
right now. He's sleeping in Yumi's hood.
Oh.
Okay.
Little fur
Koyo?
donut.
Is Koyo gonna roll a nature check?
He said BRB.
Oh, all right.
Sean can roll for him.
I could.
God, can my friend roll for a nature check?
I will roll
Oh,
nature
that's
for Koyo.
hilarious.
Because
I can't believe
you've
this is
asked
what you
so
did.
nicely.
Damn, I just need you to know that I'm gonna be purchasing some of those, Beth.
Koyo?
That's a real, and they're reusable too.
Is that because one of them's named Pesky?
Yes.
I do
Koyo
want
rolled a
pesky.
17.
You don't.
I can't believe that me Koyo rolls better than actual Koyo.
Fuck.
All right, so what is you Koyo's 17 roll?
See, because Koyo's not here to stop me. Koyo drops down on all fours and looks at the track intently.
God damn it.
And he slowly drags his finger through it. And then rubs it between his thumb and his index finger. Then he looks up and goes, "Yeah, I can't fucking tell how old these are. I'm a student. I'm not a fucking survivalist."
Fuck. That's fair.
Well, we tried.
I saw this on TV once. I thought it would work. No, I can't tell a fucking thing.
Can you not tell what direction the toes are pointing in?
He just kind of points through the fucking busted gate. Probably that way.
We'll go through the gate.
I suppose we'll go on the other side and we'll investigate.
Yeah.
An 18.
You find a it's a strange kind of track. It's not footprints, but it's a straight line, like something was being dragged through the dirt for a moment. For Suyoi.
Mm-hmm. Does it lead in a trail?
It's for about 1.5 feet. It's a straight line of indenting through the dirt. Like if someone took like a wet mop through the fucking like dirt.
Okay. I would like to use nature to perceive this thing better.
Yes.
After informing guys, I found this weird line in the dirt. That's a 2. It's a weird line.
Suyoi on all fours drags his tongue through it.
This dirt is made out of dirt. Alright, fuck it, I'll give it a run. Damn it! I did not mean. Why is my mouse like this?
I don't know,
That
but
is
you still got a 20.
That is a soft 20.
That's a very soft 20. The softest of 20s.
Don't get in my ear, please.
So,
unlike Mako, who's Crunchy.
Crunchy 20 from Mako.
Fucking
Crunchy 20.
Mako, you also being a not a humanoid-based quirk, you can realize that a non-human made that track. Maybe someone with a tail or something made that track. It'd be easier.
Still be a human though.
It would be easier to see if Suyoi wasn't licking it.
Suyoi, get out of the way. Stop eating dirt. We're not 12 anymore.
You were eating dirt when you were 12
Don't.
years old.
He did it on a dare.
But Togo told me you paid him $10 to eat dirt the other day, so I did it for him. Why do I listen to Togo?
You know, I asked myself.
Because you're an idiot.
Ow.
Anyway, it's pretty obvious. This was, made by a creature with like a tail. Like Sabrina.
Don't call her a creature. She's a person like you. This is fucking speciesist.
The Grand Wizard returns.
So I guess we're gonna follow this tail trail?
The drag marks.
Lux, can you tell where it goes?
God, can I tell where it goes?
Yeah, with that 20, I'll give it to you. You see like a few other familiar looking tracks that look just like the one Suyoi was licking as you see it go closer into town, but then it just ends.
I guess right around where the dirt ends.
No, like halfway through where the dirt ends.
With
a nature check, I'll tell you if it's good enough.
Oh boy. Here we go. That is a 4.
Come on.
I will.
Noriko.
I'm gonna roll
Alright.
for Koyo again.
Come on.
Meanwhile, Yumi's like, I'm here. She's just there existing.
I got 16.
3 4s.
4 for Koyo. Now I'm rolling like Koyo.
No way. This is what I come back to? No way.
4.
What are the fucking odds of this?
Wait a minute. It's all connecting. 4 people rolled a 4, and Yumi, what does her height start with? A 4.
That mean Half-Life?
What? And what does Yumi's age end with? 4.
And that's why Noriko rolled a 16.
I hate you.
By our rolls combined.
Oh my
God.
Oh, the Japanese bad omen of 4.
I am not Commander Earth, thank you.
That is so funny.
What is the 16?
It actually makes the most sense that Noriko would roll this. Noriko looks at the tail trail, because that's a really funny name to call it, and realizes that Sabrina was running up until this point, and at some point slowed down and realized that if they didn't want to be followed, they should lift their fucking tail.
What do I see, like?
You just know that the tracks have ended, but you see, like, public transportation towards, the city is nearby.
I look down at the tail tracks, and then glance around and spot, I'm assuming as a bus passes by the, station.
Yeah, you hear, the sound of a bus, and you're like, oh, yes, there's buses in the area.
Why is there a raccoon running in front of that bus?
I don't know. I'm not worried about a raccoon. raccoon right now. I'm worried about a lizard. A really big lizard.
Yeah, CI, and she will point towards the bus station. She more than likely got herself a ticket. We just need to ask them if they've seen a very large lady lizard.
All right. We're going to go up to the public transportation and ask the ticket counter, have you seen a very large lizard lady? With persuasion.
You gonna roll it?
A 10. Fuck.
So the man behind the counter looks at you, and he just kind of goes, "Listen, I'm pretty sure I'd remember if I saw a giant fucking lizard lady. I haven't seen it."
Wow.
Well, fuck.
I mean, I can check the record and see if someone bought a ticket and see if there's like a time frame. Would that help? What are you? The police?
Steel's going to reach into his back pocket and pull out his hero license, his professional license, and in a astonishing moment of wisdom, Sean, I'm going to ask you a question in your DMs.
He pulls out a gun. What have you got? A gun! No!
Yumi looks back at the enrollment form to the League of Villains. I feel like Yumi has it framed on her wall, just like, I could.
So anyway, I started blasting. Yeah, pretty much. Jesus. Yeah, Amanda points out something very important. 4 is bad luck in Japan because 4 is shi, which is said the same way as death.
Sean, can I argue advantage on that?
Sean did absolutely point that out when we rolled those 4s.
Did he?
Yeah, I read it off chat earlier.
Oh, it didn't pick up. I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna say no, Nero.
But I'm using a legitimate license for this.
Yes. Roll.
Okay.
Roll roll your dice and say your lines of what you think will work.
See, I was going to go with. This is why I argued for advantage. We're professional heroes with what is the name? It's just the Deku Hero Agency, right? With the Deku Hero Agency that are helping with an investigation into a wanted fugitive.
Oh, hey, I got one of those too. And he pulls out his own provisional hero license that's long since expired. Nice. Being a hero didn't work out. My quirk wasn't as useful as you might think it was, and well, no one wanted me to be their intern, so now I work at a bus depot.
How unfortunate. Is there anyone else who might be able to help us?
I've been the only one working here since 6 in the morning. If there was a giant lizard, I would have seen her.
Who was here before you were?
I don't know, the night guy, I guess.
Do you know when he gets in?
In about 4 hours.
Right. What routes were running that late in the evening?
Well, there's one that goes to the airport around that time, one that leads up to the mountains. One goes to the onsen. I don't think she would have gone on that one, though. That bus is known to be a little touchy.
So I have the airport, the mountains or an onsen. Is that about right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Noriko will turn to look at Tsuyoi. Did she have enough money that she could afford a plane ticket?
Yes. Yes, she did.
The Silver Devil pays well.
I mean, I want to say we probably all do. We've gotten way too much
I
money
know.
for high school students.
I know. So I guess we're going to go and ask the people at the airport.
I mean, we could do that, or I could. Hey, Sean!
Hello.
Jesus.
How willing would Deku be to answer a phone?
God
From you right now, not at all.
That's what I figured.
Oh my god.
He doesn't want to talk to you for a little bit.
That's
What
fair.
about from Yumi?
Who knows?
Hey. Tsuyoi is going to look at Yumi. Yumi?
Yumi will look at Tsuyoi.
I know you don't like me a whole lot, but would you be willing to maybe text Deku and ask him if he could help us out a little bit?
Roll persuasion.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Oh, joking.
No, it's funnier that way.
There we go.
Oh, that 19.
I mean, it would have been 3 anyway. So.
We're not your people, Bob.
I don't think he's gonna answer me. He's still not really happy that I showed up in his house again.
Yeah, that's fair. He doesn't like me that much right now either. It was it was worth a shot. And Tsuyoi kind of like rubs the back of his head. We're not gonna get anything from these. But if she's running anywhere, Sean.
Uh-huh.
I would like to make a phone call. I would like to phone a friend.
Okay.
I would like to make an international call, please.
Who are you calling?
I am going to call the number 23, I think is his rank. Pro hero for the Pacific Rim of America. I'm going to call Backlash.
Oh boy!
His dad.
Otherwise known as Adam Akio.
Go for it.
And Tsuyoi is going to look at his friends and go, I'm gonna call my dad. I need to talk to him about some things and this. Call Dad real quick.
Is your dad in Japan?
His
No.
dad's a hero in America.
So he's going to call his father. I am calling my father. Does
Not
he
about-
pick up?
Roll me a D100.
You said it's what time currently and what state?
Just roll the D100.
A 25.
After 7 rings, you hear the phone pick up, and he's just like, "Oh, hello?
Hey, Dad.
Who's this?"
Wow, that's hurtful. It's me, your son.
How many sons does he have?
Oh, yes. Hey, sorry, it's really late. I mean, early, but like late. I'm really tired. What's going on?
Hey, so I need you to keep an eye out in America for somebody.
I swear to God, if you need me to bail Togo out of another fucking situation.
It's not Togo, it's my girlfriend.
Which one? I haven't seen you in a while.
So funny story. Hey, by the way, I need to call you later about the stuff with Mom.
What happened to your mother?
And there is a dead pause. And Suyoi just like, you all see the color drain out of Suyoi.
Just put her on the phone so I can talk to her.
Shut the fuck up, Tart.
Sean?
Suyoi kind of like pauses. Dad, did they not call you?
Did who call me near? God, who called me? I get called all the time. Please save my cat from this tree. Please stop the shootout down the block. I get a lot of calls, Suyoi. What?
Mom's dead.
Alright, that's not funny to joke about, Suyoi. What's going on?
And Suyoi like, Dad, I just had to go to Tartarus and like have Uncle Chizome sign my guardianship away over to somebody else. Mom died. Our house burned down.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
Did nobody call you? And there's a pause. Suyoi kind of like walks away from the group. I may have been really, really busy and there was a lot of stuff going on and Dad, I may have fallen in love with a wanted international fugitive.
Oh, I remember being 15 once. Did you meet her in a chat room? I did that once. She got like 20 grand from me. Said we'd get together. Turns out she wasn't a Zimbabwe princess. It's a whole thing. Your mother knows all about it. She still holds it over my head. Ask her about it.
Would you be willing to keep an eye out for like a 6'5" lizard woman? She may be fleeing to America.
God, you really are me when I was your age. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for a big Godzilla. I got you.
Another interesting side question. Hey, Dad, would you happen to know what the American laws are on vigilantism and becoming a hero there?
Well, basically, from what I know is, oh, sorry, sink's on fire, bye, and he just hangs up on you.
Hey, a pretty good teacher.
Anguished screaming from Suyui's end.
Let me guess, he hung up on you again.
And he grabs Lux by like the lapels of his shirt and he yanks him until they're like face to face. Nobody called and told him Mom died.
What? Why did... Who the hell do we have to beat the shit out of for that?
I don't know. I'll say Togo on it. And he like turns and looks.
Good idea.
He's gonna keep a lookout and see if she shows up in America.
So what do we do?
If I
Check
were to
the
make a
mountains,
guess-
maybe?
If I were to make a guess, maybe we should try to see if we can get any camera footage, because if she was gonna hop on a bus, she would just camouflage and jumped right on top.
That's a really good point, Koyo.
I know one spot where we could possibly get that information. Unfortunately, I think I can figure out his passwords.
I mean, we do kind of have a like key in.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. His computers. I don't have access to the high level stuff.
Well, what cameras are we going to be looking into? The ones at the bus depot or the ones at the airport? Because I'm pretty sure if we tried to look into the ones at the airport, we are more than likely going to end up in jail.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to jail.
I'd be bus depot.
Yeah, let's check the cameras around here. I think Togo might have something, but
Oh, he does. It's just a matter of me being able to get into the system to deal with that. I don't know if he's exactly left the. I don't know if he's left the passwords the same as they were the last time I got in.
all right, we'll find out.
Hell, we might as well.
What would you like us to do?
You guys want to go like? I don't know. Today kind of sucks. Do you guys want to get burgers and then go back to the school and be sad?
I'm gonna head back now and see if I can get into Togo's system.
Okay.
If the passwords are the same.
Yumi, do you want to get some cake? I'll pay for cake.
I have a lot of homework to do and stuff tonight.
Oh.
Are you heading home, Yumi?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to the dorms.
In that case, is there any chance that I can get those notebooks from you?
No. And then she turns around and leaves.
You want to get like shakes? Oh. Okay.
Cardboard Koyo returns.
Cardboard
Nautica
Koyo
looks like
strikes again.
Sorry.
Nautica looks like she got slapped in the face with the just no and then leaving.
Koyo would just kind of go, I'll see what I can dig up here some more. You enjoy.
Oh.
Obviously not wanting to put more insult to injury because it looks like Tio is obviously going through something.
Oh. Okay. Hey Noriko, do you want to go get a shake?
She looks a little bit dumbstruck and then blinks out of it somewhat. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Oyo, if I were to bring you back a shake, what flavor would you like?
Above game, the easy answer would absolutely be strawberry.
I didn't want to say strawberry because that's insulting.
Yeah. Just chocolate, thanks.
Okay.
Do you want to insight that and see if he's lying?
Why would I lie about this?
Does he like chocolate, or is he just saying chocolate so he can hate me more later? I rolled that with disadvantage. Fuck.
I'll say you aren't entirely sure. You've never seen Koyo have a milkshake before.
Unfortunate.
You'll just take him at his word.
All right. Noriko, what kind of shake do you want?
I'm going with you.
I'm gonna get the salted caramel so that it can hide the taste of my tears.
Oh,
Alright. Suyoi is going to start to walk to, like, the town proper, and he's just gonna pull out his phone, and he's just gonna text Oma. Oma, do you want to hang out later?
Let's see if Oma responds.
How do you feel about burgers?
in before Oma has a date.
True Oma's currently in a gunfight. So you get no response.
I mean, yeah, that's right. It wasn't Oma with the day crew.
Sierra's going to text. Sierra's going to text to Arthur Kingston. Do you like bees? He'd like to have burgers later, and then he's going to go get shakes and wait for Noriko to join him.
I've been with you the whole time.
So Noriko, what kind of shake do you want? I'm paying.
You don't have to do that, COI.
I'm paying for the shake!
Oh, for God's sake. And she just sighs.
Lux will want something weird like crickets.
Why would Lux want crickets?
Heart.
I'm sorry, what was that, Bev? It completely threw me off.
Look at what Tart said.
Oh, yeah.
Oma, near Suyoi's phone would buzz, and you'll just see a text from Oma. Sure, maybe you can bring Sabrina along too, smiley face.
Is he being dramatic in public?
He's like just crying openly in public, yes.
Oh yeah. Suyoi would get a text from Lux. Since you're getting shakes, orange.
Crickets, fuck you.
No, orange, bitch.
We're going to go to the shake shop, I guess. Yumi is going to get a text message that's just, would you like a strawberry shake?
Yumi doesn't answer.
Sadness.
You know what? I take that back. Yumi will text back, and she'll say, maybe next time.
Suyoi will send a little, like, smiley face, and okay.
Suyoi's like, so you're saying there's a next time?
So there's a next time.
I do want it to be known, when Yumi goes back to her room, she actually does do her homework.
Lux will obviously dip into the nearest entrance to Togo's underground lab.
I need to be right back. I have a desperate need for a bio break. I need to go cry in the bathroom.
Oh, fuck.
Alza says, so,
I see it.
Okay.
I was gonna cut over to Koyo in a second. I just wanted to let Suyoi have his fucking moment. So Koyo, what are you doing while you as you see the people walking away, you do hear Suyoi kind of just like, ah!
I will promptly ignore that, and I'm going to see if I can get access to any of the cameras around to see if, like, my suspicion was right about what Sabrina did.
Okay. Give me some investigation check.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Fuck.
You find a door labeled control room.
I would like to try. Oh, it's probably not where the cameras are, but I'm gonna sneak in regardless.
You jiggle the knob and it's locked.
Dang. Well, that's a dead end. That's all I got.
Alright, I'm back.
We are heroes.
That's all I had.
No, not you. Krista keeps saying we're not heroes. We are heroes.
We're students.
With provisional hero licenses, we're on our way to being heroes. We're on the hero track right now.
But we're not yet.
With provisional hero licenses, we are treated like heroes when we're doing hero stuff.
Yeah, we're heroes with an asterisk.
It's like a learner's permit. As long as there's an actual hero, you're a hero.
Yeah, there's no actual hero with us, so we are not heroes.
Wait, hang on. That's not how it works.
Nibbles is an actual
We
hero.
can't do heroics without an actual hero there.
No, you can with provisional hero license.
No,
That was the first thing that Bakugo and Todoroki did. Is without a hero, they went and stepped in.
And they got 0 repercussions as a result.
In emergency situations, it comes in handy, but you can't you can't start shit basically.
Well, yeah, but you can't really start shit as a hero either.
It looks at Endeavor.
You're right. Endeavor started a lot of problems that wouldn't have otherwise been problems. Oh, hold on. Whoa. All of my audio just went.
All right, I'll say let's take a moment to thank some people and do some bio breaks.
Yes.
Oh fuck. I am loving this.
I am also loving this.
Nero's having an emotional roller coaster of a day.
Yes. Sean, I want you to know that what I was sent brought me life in ways I didn't know I needed it.
Yeah? Did you enjoy anime, Kyo? Alright, good talk, Cardboard.
It got real quiet. Uh-oh. We lost Rachel.
Yep, we're fine. Neo-wo.
You said hello?
Neo-wo Napier.
Oh. Hello?
Okay, I want to thank LeJake for 26 months saying, Daddy wasn't there. Jack the Questionable for gifting a tier 1 sub to Dragon Knight. My boy Orenji for your resubbing with a prime for 3 months. He's going A Lamau. And that's been it so far. How is everyone in the chat doing? Are you enjoying Mr. Akio's wild ride? There's no way off the roller coaster, you say?
We have problems.
Who has problems?
Nero has tech issues.
I know.
Discord is
I've
dying.
noticed.
Did I miss something while I stepped away?
Nero's computer decided to do a fucky wucky. Rachel's might have as well. Not sure.
Bev is having migraine issues and is stepping away for the session, unfortunately.
Oh, I see.
I had a feeling it might be migraine related.
Unfortunate.
It's gonna be real unfortunate if we can't get things fixed.
Hello?
Hello?
Mr. Nero. Robert De Niro.
Nope. Man, I can't believe Suyoi's been replaced with a cardboard cutout.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm on my phone.
Ah.
I can tell.
That's wild.
Either Discord is crashing on our end, or our net is dying.
Is the PlayStation plugged in? Or the Xbox?
Related to it. Oh, there we go. I'm back now.
Hey! We're still...
fucking, like, kill itself for a second. Whoa, can I be heard now?
Yes.
Kind of.
Great. Hi, I'm back.
Hello, back.
Hi, back. I'm Mako.
My petition for Helix to kill Lux.
No.
Mako sins.
Nero, you know damn well you would have done that same joke. I don't want to fucking hear it.
But Nero's allowed, he's an actual father.
Yeah.
I'm an uncle, which is close enough.
Is it?
Yes.
Mako. Moo. Oh. Consider a moment. No, it's not close enough. Uncle allows you provisional dad joke privileges. I, however, led directly to the birth of a child. You get uncle jokes.
Nero, you should know me well enough by now to know that doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna make those jokes anyway.
Alrighty, let's hop back into it if we're all here.
Yeah.
Do we have Koyo or cardboard Koyo?
No.
You mean the cardboard koi out?
Yeah.
Thank you, Earl, for that gem.
Chaz has stolen Daddy Valor.
Bold of you to assume dad jokes have a filter, Manda.
All right, shall we?
It is a really, really bold assumption.
So, Koyo's investigating.
Not well.
Don't cry over your milkshakes. Get the fuck out of here.
I am going to cry into my salted caramel milkshake.
Salted so that I can't taste my own tears. Alright, I suppose, Suyoi and Noriko come back with the shakes.
Crickets for Lux.
Crickets for Lux. No.
No, not crickets. Orange.
Cricket.
Crickets was Mika's.
Suyoi just starts crying again.
Suyoi, you know that's not the flavor I like.
Suyoi is going to hand Koyo his chocolate shake.
Thank you.
Welcome. Noriko, do you like your shake?
Yeah, it's fine. What's wrong?
Suyoi like stops mid like slurp from his shake and just slowly lowers the shake and just blinks a couple of times. My girlfriend just fled the country.
Yeah, I know.
I just found out that nobody contacted my father to tell him my mother died. So he found out from me at 4 in the morning.
I'm sorry. And Noriko will clam up and like start to pretty much concentrate on just drinking her smoothie.
So he's going to poke her in the cheek.
What?
Like his finger. Stop that.
What?
You're doing the thing where you goop up. Stop it.
What are you talking about? Goop up.
Getting all cold and starchy.
She casts him a sidelong glance and then reaches out and touches his face. And she is very cold after holding a slush or a smoothie. Yeah, it's basically a like fucking gel pack.
Tsuyoya is going to look at Koyo. Koyo?
Hmm?
Can I teach you a new word?
What?
So, did you know there's a term for people like our dear Noriko and and your 1As?
No.
Kaide Nagamine?
There's not. He made it up. Don't listen to him.
No. The proper term for them is geeple. Goo people. It's geeple, Koyo.
No.
Sean, I would like to roll for
deception.
Can I argue advantage?
No.
Can I argue disadvantage because Koyo is phasing this whole conversation out?
I'm gonna say you guys cancel each other out.
10.
Koyo, roll me insight.
Oh, damn it.
Roll below a 10. Roll below a 10. Tsuyoi needs this.
Let's go.
Koyo seems unsure, but he's never heard anything against it, so he's gonna believe it until new information is brought.
You need to stop telling people that you're making shit up.
Tsuyoi just kind of stares at Noriko. Just give me this one thing today, Noriko.
I don't like it.
And Koyo's just like, Mom and Dad are fighting, I'ma have my milkshake.
Fine. Tsuyoi's just gonna kind of look at Koyo. It's not called geeple. But when I convince everybody who knows Kaide personally that the term is geeple, you gotta back me up on it, and I'll buy you more milkshakes.
Koyo will finish his milkshake and go. Just kind of not responding to that. Well, I'm gonna head back home as well. Let me know if you hear anything more about Sabrina.
Alright, are you going home or back to the dorms?
Well, I'm going home. I can't. There's nowhere really to sleep at the dorms for me.
Koyo, I actually wanted to say something to you.
Alright, I'm gonna go take this milkshake to Lux.
Alright.
Tell him I put crickets in it. Bye.
Bye. Noriko will have another sip of her drink, and then look over at Koyo. I'm sorry about what I said the other day on the roof. It came out poorly.
How else could it have come out, Noriko? I know you don't think much of me.
That's a lie. That's not true at all. What I meant was, I've not seen you hang out with other people. That's what I meant. And I said it in the worst way possible. And I would like to apologize.
Koyo will look still like a little bit stern, but he's not gonna he'll just kind of look up to you and just kind of bluntly go, thanks. Not like coldly or anything, just really blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we've been the group has been kind of split for a while. I understand that a lot of it is just miscommunications and that kind of thing. I'm trying to get better, but I don't really know how. So, I'm sorry. I want to be able to do better.
Koya will kind of look a little bit taken aback because I think this is, apart from, trauma, this is probably the most, I guess, vulnerable I think I've ever seen Noriko.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it kind of like look down, like he would just kind of shift down, not look at you directly for a bit, and he goes, look, before it gets too late, I really should get home, but we'll talk, okay?
Do you want me to go with you?
No, I should be okay.
And then she glances around. It's getting a little bit dark. Are you sure?
Yeah, I should be all right.
She nods.
I know this. I know the city a little bit better.
Ah, I see. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow at school, I guess.
And Koya will nod and kind of slide away.
Noriko will head on back to school.
Okay.
All right. So Noriko is headed off to school.
Is it time for a meanwhile in the basement?
Meanwhile, in the Gremlin cave.
I don't know why I kind of wanted to cut to like Lux next to a computer underneath a giant comedy mousetrap that that Togo had set for you.
So
then what say you?
So transitioning over to the underground workshop, you see Lux, when you walk in, the place looks like a disaster. Like, it looks like someone has ransacked the fucking place. You haven't been in there in like a little bit. You know, it's been like a week since you've been in there. And it is ransacked. It is fucking papers everywhere. You see a corkboard and string with like pins in it, and you just see the words "The Oni." You see different crime scenes and different articles of the news and fucking clippings of cutout shit. You've known Toga to be paranoid, but you've never known him to be this bad. As you see overturned papers and torn up newspapers, you see like 3 snapped burner phones, and you see at least 15 opened cans of energy drinks just scattered amongst his desk. All of them are empty.
I haven't seen this kind of incident in a while. Not since he was convinced that Nigerian prince was after him. I want to take pictures of everything so I can have a chat with Togo later.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm guessing, what do I need to roll for that, if anything?
Just take a picture. You're alone.
Fair enough. Click.
So,
having done that, he will make his way down one of the hallways towards the massive computer.
Okay.
Because he's he's got something he needs to focus on right now, and that's helping his brother. And then he can worry about his other brother once he gets a chance to deal with him.
Yep. Okay. So you get to the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do I see in here?
You see a few servers, like it's like a server room almost with a computer in the middle of it. And you see 3 filing cabinets of just overflowing with paperwork that you know better than to look at, basically. And in front of you is a desktop computer that it's not his gaming computer. This is his work computer.
Mm-hmm. This is what Lux was after anyway.
Yeah.
Is it on? Is it open?
It is in sleep mode.
Let's walk up and tap that space bar.
You see a picture of Togo and Feng like cuddled up, like real cute, like.
Aw.
Oh, that's gay. I'm not gonna question how he's got that picture on there, but that's gay. So is it like unlocked when I hit the space bar?
No, you have to put in a password. Can't believe Mako said that during Pride Month.
Like we all don't say shit like that all the fucking time.
Hashtag cancel maker.
The Grand Wizard Mako rides again.
Alright. Not sure. I'm going to argue intelligence with advantage to figure out the password because of how well Lux knows Togo.
I'm gonna give you intelligence flat. Because of reasons.
Fair enough. Fucking 13.
You type in 3 different passwords that you remember him using in the past. And none of them work.
No, would he really be that stupid? Lux is gonna try Feng's name.
You get an error message that says, you changed this password 3 months ago.
Bastard would make it difficult to get into his fucking computer. Alright. Trying to... So I'm not going to guess that it's password.
Think about it. It's so simple. It's brilliant. No one will ever think about it.
I'm kind of at a brick wall if I can't get in. See. This is dumb. Absolutely dumb. But I want to roll perception to see if there's any kind of like sticky note with a password on it. Is that allowed?
Yes. Investigation. Okay, perception works. So with a 17, you don't find a sticky note per se, but you do see something very faintly in the tiniest text that you've ever seen in your life. Something scratched into the side of the desk.
What does it say?
I'm going to DM it to you. This is from the man himself.
All right. This is gonna be ridiculous. I can feel it. Lux will try that as the password.
The computer will unlock.
Wow, that is the dumbest fucking password I've ever seen. Nobody would ever think of that. I'm impressed.
Now, the
All right.
first thing you see when you open up the computer is a news article of recently, like in the last few weeks, of missing persons, saying that somewhere up in the mountains, a few tourists have gone missing. And a few bodies were found with their quirks harvested. The dead bodies were found mutilated, deformed, and most importantly, quirkless and unidentifiable. After that are 3 articles of the Oni. And you start to see very familiar cutouts of news articles that you saw on the cork board in the other room.
Well, this is all very concerning. Seems like I may need to have a chat with Togo a lot sooner.
Next you find 3 articles about someone named Ragnarok, with not any information really known about him.
Lux would be aware of who Ragnarok is, being friends with Togo, right?
You remember him being very flipped out about someone named Ragnarok, but not a lot of detail.
Yeah, Lux probably wouldn't remember a lot of detail, considering that was the same time of Lux remembering everything.
And finally, you do see a few tabs with traffic camera footage.
Ah, perfect. That's what I need. So Lux will obviously go for the traffic camera footage.
So you see one of the bus depot, one of the airport, you see one of a few toll booths that lead out of the city. And then you see one that is basically an alleyway covered in blood, and you see a single corpse lying in it, along with a few craters and a bunch of bullet shells.
What is the timestamp on the alley?
The alley was about an hour ago. An hour and a half ago, maybe 2.
That's information to file away for later. Let's take a look at some of the record for stuff with the... Let's start with the bus depot.
Lo and behold, you look at the bus depot, some rewinding, some fast forwarding, some slowing down, some zoom in enhance, things you watched on TV. And you do see a very large 6-foot something hooded person with something bundled up in the back of their hoodie. As all of a sudden, before they enter the bus depot, they vanish from the screen.
Is the bus that was at the depot at that point visible?
No.
Is there any other camera that Lux can get to from that has an angle on the bus that was at the depot at that time?
No.
Is the road away from the depot visible at any point for the camera?
You can see the back right wheel.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
What is the timestamp for this particular point?
5 hours ago.
5 hours ago. Okay. Lux will then open a new tab and pull up the bus schedule. See what bus that would have been leaving 5 hours ago.
The bus that was heading towards the airport.
Lux will then flip over to the airport cam and begin scrubbing back through around the 3 to 4 hour mark before this.
You see nothing.
No bus show up?
Buses show up. You just see that same person get off it. You do see a door open by itself, though, and shut.
Well, that answers that. Lux will pull out his phone and fire off a text to Suyoi, letting him know she went to the airport.
So as you shoot off that text, almost a second later, you hear that text tone directly behind you.
Lux will spin around in the chair.
And you are met with a very miserable looking Suyoi holding a milkshake that has just the word crickets written on it.
I told you orange. I don't do crickets. I don't eat bugs.
Can't believe Suyoi's cardboard.
Wow, Nero's gone, unfortunately.
Oh!
Belly back.
There you went.
Hello. No dice.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm here again.
Ah! Hello.
Welcome back.
Did it pick up the text?
No.
No. He'll hear a ba-doodaloo. So what'd you find?
Airport.
Mm.
About 3.5 hours ago.
Sugoi is going to hand him the shake that says crickets on it.
Lux will open the lid to see what's in it.
It's just orange cream. That's just an orange shake.
Lux will shake.
A rubber cricket can be found at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, we weren't going to be able to find her.
It's fine. I'll get over it, I guess.
You sure about that, bud?
I'm back. Sorry.
Are you sure about that? I guess. Click.
You sure you're gonna be good?
No, but I don't really have a choice now, do I?
You know, It's completely fine to be not okay for a while.
What are you, my fucking therapist?
No, I'm your brother, you dipshit.
That's fair.
Anyway, we've got matters to address with Togo. He's got some things going on.
Yeah, I noticed he's got, like, whatever the fuck that is.
It's... Remember the Nigerian prince incident?
Yeah, I remember it. What about it?
This seems like that, but much worse.
Well, that kind of fucking blows. What are we supposed to do about it?
Well, we can see what help we can give him, once he's back.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can try. I'm not really sure what all we can do.
We can be there for him. That's about all we can do for the most part.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I guess we go let the others know that this was a kind of a fruitless search.
Yeah, I guess so.
Lux will
think
get
I'm
up
just
and...
gonna-
Nah, let's go to the roof and I'll grill the burgers this time.
I guess. I don't know that anybody's gonna come. Noriko and Hoya were talking, and Yumi hates me.
I don't think she hates you. I think she's just processing things. And at that, Lux will throw Togo's computer back into sleep mode.
Oh, hold up, give me a second.
I'm back. Yes. Before they leave, Suyue is going to grab a couple of sticky notes. He's going to put them on Togo's monitor. And he's going to draw a penis on them. Is that okay, Sean? Do I have to roll for...
No, you can do that. Roll performance, see how accurate, how descriptive and visceral your penises are. Roll for penis.
Roll for penis.
Roll for
performance. Can I argue performance with advantage because Suyue does this to him a lot?
Yes.
19.
You draw veins, hair, a curve, all of it. You have... It looks like a fucking photograph.
And one or two has foreskin.
Suyue just kind of like nudges Lux. I think I'm getting kind of good at that.
You even draw like a small buildup of fucking schmegma on the fucking schmeat.
You think he's gonna get mad I keep doing this to him every time he's not here?
Yes.
Good.
It's also kind of disturbing how accurate that is. Ugh.
All right, let's go have sad burgers so I can cry in the pool.
And as they leave, Lux will fire off a message to Togo. Use the mainframe. Tried to find tried to see if we could find Sabrina. No point in looking. And he will head out with Yui.
All right, how are let's transition over to the Goople and the Slide Boy, who I think have gone their separate ways, correct?
Yeah.
So you both get a text. What are your responses?
What's the text?
Didn't Lux send the text out?
Oh, Lux sent one to Togo.
Oh, all right.
Suyoi was the one sending a text, I thought.
Yeah, Suyoi sent a text out. Sabrina left sad burgers on the roof.
Okay.
And then a crying emoji.
Wait, I have the perfect emoji for that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That's perfect.
So, Noriko will check on the. Oh, we lost Helix.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noriko will check on the egg that she got from 13 during the internship. Does it look like it might hatch, or was this all really pointless?
It feels heavier than you remember it, but you don't know much about eggs in that regard.
Noriko, once she's sure that it's like okay, she'll head on up to the rooftop.
And there you guys are up on the roof.
Well, Koyo's not going to the roof because he's already home. Fuck that.
He's home? Like, man, I really do be drinking milkshakes, though.
He's just gonna text back. I'm sure she's fine, but not acknowledge the burger thing at all.
Man, Suyoi should have informed that Lux was cooking the burgers.
Yep, so we're on the roof.
How's Suyoi doing? Lux, did you let him crack into the drinks?
No, he hasn't had a single one yet.
Oh, this is worse than I thought.
I mean-
Is he like sitting in a chair, or has he like plonked himself in the pool?
He is in the pool, full clothes on.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, Noriko will walk over, see that he's really fucking sad, take off her shoes, and get into the pool too. Seeing that he's
Oh, hold on. Huh? Sean, I want you to know I'm sending you that file right now, actually.
That's
That
right,
already
you do
exists.
have that.
That already exists. I'm sending that to you right now, with me actually singing it.
Wonderful.
Go ahead.
Aggies
I'm
a
sorry,
treasure.
Krista. I just had to. This is very important because this is obviously getting played on air.
Oh, yeah, it
That's
is.
fine. Yeah. Since he's stressed the fuck out, Noriko will go to like pull him into a hug because he seems like he needs one. And the fact that she's basically a like cooling gel pack, it has to be good for something.
Hell. So it just kind of like, there's no effort in like returning a hug. It's just he is there. He exists.
That's fine.
And with that, give me one second. I'm gonna play Suyoi Mitai. It's very important that I play this, and you know why.
This is courtesy of Aggie. This is an old thing that was made, but by God, I have been waiting for this to exist on air properly. Dame da ne, dame yo, dame nano yo. Ante ga suki de sugi sugite. Dore dake suyoi o sake demo yugemanai Omoite ka bakamitai. Yeah.
And with that, I am going to say that will be the session for the evening. Unfortunately, due to all the issues that came up all day, and then tech difficulty city, we couldn't get as much done as I would have liked, but we got plenty done, and I am happy to end it there because it means we get much more later.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna let the session end on the mafia picture of the group.
Yes. So
Why
hi.
your desktop background, you son of a bitch?
That is my desktop background.
I said, why your desktop background?
Because now Maid Cafe UTS is the lock screen.
Fuck's sake. But I have the version that doesn't have all of your shit on it.
Yeah, that's fine. So hi. Yeah. This episode has been a roller coaster for COA. I'll go ahead and let everybody know now, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mizuki's leaving for personal reasons. So this was our goodbye to Sabrina.
Aw. We're gonna miss Mizuki.
It's alright. She tells me she hates me every day in DMs. It's okay.
I tell you, it's okay. Everybody hates me.
Everybody hates me.
Let's put
Don't put the League of Legends over my face, you fucking goblin.
I think if you hold Alt, you can move it so that it doesn't like clip.
Perfect.
Hey.
Is it not? Okay. My mistake.
But yes. Shall we do our outros?
Yep. Where can they find you, Nero?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Nero Napier, and here, on days like today, where I am Suyue Akio. I have been our resident traumatized lad because I hate my child and I want him to suffer.
For the sins of the father and all that.
Yep.
Don't mind me.
I threw Sean a complete curveball on calling Adam Akio.
And I played him with disgusting inaccuracy.
You played him just about as well as I have him written, actually. That was almost character perfect for how just generally laid back and terrible he is. I have been talking with Jake about Adam Akio for a while now.
Nice. Now, where can they find you, Geeple?
I hate that.
Krista fucking hates that. I'm sorry. If you had told me before, I would not have called her Geeple.
I did though. I did say I hate it.
You should have meant it.
I did mean it.
It may have been I thought you were joking at the time.
But yeah, hi, I'm Spoiled Chestnut. I do art things. I am on a brief hiatus until this upcoming Monday, cause yeah, I just wanted to work on some personal projects, cause I caught up on commissions and I can take a couple days. So yeah, you'll see me on Monday. I'm gonna be doing some art for our dear Pwonk. Yeah, good stuff.
Where can they find Mako exactly?
You can find me at twitch.tv/MakerReactor or MakerReactor8 on Twitter. I've been doing Mass Effect nonsense recently because I love those games. I am everybody's favorite moth boy with a hero suit inspired by the Red Hood from Arkham Knight.
Steel Cog. Ottercon.
Haza is his name.
He has no voice.
and no neck.
Yeah, that was stolen from me in the wall.
Wait, I thought you launched it into space.
Yeah,
Space-
then I had to,
Space War.
but then it was rigged with explosives by the space stingers, so I had to throw it in the space. Listen, Maker. There's a rich lore with crazy Australian wars.
Ah, yes, I understand the rich lore of pulled out of your ass.
Yeah, you can find me at Twitch.tv. Hazard is my name, but I've been taking a bit of a break because no mic, which I'm still waiting on, by the way.
They still haven't
And-
gotten you your fucking mic yet.
No, they're having trouble ordering it in because still COVID bullshit is still making it hard to order things in from overseas. And yeah, my throat hurts, so I won't be doing streams until I'm a little bit better. So hopefully sometime next week.
Nice. We were also joined by everyone's favorite candy slime, known as Bev. You can find her at Sour Slimes. She plays the Chaos Goblin, who is going through her angsty teen phase right now.
I did none of my kids love me.
Because you treat them the way your dad treats you.
It's all the brain damage.
The brain damage.
And I am your host, Trash King Arisen. You can find me here at twitch.tv/Trash King Arisen, and you can find me on Twitter at Trash King Sean. Currently, I am deformed and marred due to the Shadow Weasels, an occult group of black magic wielding rodents who have deformed me, marred me, and made me uncomfortable to look at. Small children scream when they look at me, and old people have heart attacks. So,
want him and fish fear him.
If you want to save me from this curse, please go on Twitter and retweet my post regarding my unfortunate deformities. I will be posting soon regarding treatment for these issues, and you will see the true pain of which I have to suffer because some people think I'm lying. It's like, oh, Sean, it's a bit. Oh, Sean, it's a publicity stunt. I'm gonna show you live action affliction. I promise you this is not an act. I am in suffering. I am deformed. I look like Todoroki post sports festival.
Oh my.
So everyone, have a good night. We're gonna go raid MG McFly. Some of y'all known him as the owner of Mr. Stick. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Stay classy. Most importantly, stay trashy. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.